Alright, Still the Same by Bob Seger. There you stood, everybody watched you play. I just turned and walked away. I had nothing left to say, and you're still the same. And you're still the same. Never change, and you're still the same, and you're still the same. As always, lots of mistakes and very bad singing. But just wanted to go through a couple of the chords I was using. So it's sort of, you start out in the C, and you can play it just straight C. You can just go, and all I did there was just play C and then pull off the C and go into your E minor with a beat in there. Like that. It gives you some sound variation, but to make it sound more like the record, what you do is you start with just your middle finger and your ring finger on your C chord. I forget the name of this chord. It's like a C9 or something like that. You just go one beat, and then you're going to come back on and make your regular C. So it's and then the other note you're going to play in there is the Cmaj7, where you just drop your pinky down on the second string. So you go. Okay, so that's how you get the little that, and then So that's, and you can play that during the song, or you can just go back to the straight like that for the verses when you're singing. I kind of mix it around because I'm not that good of a player. The other thing that's kind of fun is when you come to your G, so you have that D minor chord, which sounds a lot better. Some people play straight D, but it doesn't sound as good. You go from your D minor back up to your G, and then there's a little walk down you can play to make it sound a little more like the record. So that walk down as you start on the G, and then you go to, I guess, your low E string on the first fret, and then you go back and you're going with your your fourth and fifth string with your index finger, your middle finger, and then just all open. So it's and then into your C. So you go from D. Oops. So there you go. The rest is pretty standard chords. So it's just C to E to G, and then the one little chorus. You go C to E to full E instead of your E minor, then to A. Normally it's in the verses, it's C to E minor to A minor.